Hello everyone! Today I'm going to walk you through the Armani Glow Regimen, and this is a tutorial to create beautiful looking, even flawless skin. And even if you don't start with flawless skin, you can achieve the most natural looking results possible with the right products. So I'm going to talk to you about my favorites and how I achieved this look that I'm wearing today. My skin's not perfect, even though it has improved so much in the last year. And before, I used to feel really nervous about wearing a sheer foundation because I felt like my flaws were so much more noticeable and I felt like I had to focus so much more on concealing. But it's mostly just about enhancing the skin's texture, and the more you mimic your skin's natural look, the better your results are going to be and the more confident you're going to feel, especially because you won't be worried about your makeup slipping and sliding around. I'm actually going to show you my bare complexion, so let's jump straight ahead into it and start with step 1. I'm going to start with primer, which is my absolute favorite. This is the brand new Maestro UV. This is a skin defense primer with an SPF of 50 PA++, which I absolutely love because it does not leave a white cast on the skin. It does have a slightly thinner formula, so you do want to work quickly. And in general, whenever possible, you should pat your skincare into your face instead of using rubbing motions, which really will prevent wrinkles in the long run. Give the primer about 10 minutes to set completely before moving on to foundation if you can. I've been wearing it in shade number 6, but it's still a touch too olive and a touch too dark for me, so I'm going to mix it with the fluid sheer in number 7. I went ahead and mixed 2 pumps of the foundation with 2 pumps of the fluid sheer on the back of my hand and blended them together. So now I'm just using short strokes right across the center of my face, and I like to start in the center and move outwards. Feel free to use whatever method is most comfortable for you, and in order to prevent streaking, use cross-hatch motions. But if you really wanted, you could just go ahead and use your fingertips as well. Just so long as you blend thoroughly, make sure there are no harsh edges, especially along the jawline. You want to take it all the way down your neck. I personally think that the reason women and professionals love Luminous Silk so much is because you can always go back and use a little bit on your trouble spots. For example, I always have marks on my chin, and I do struggle with acne scarring on this side. But instead of using concealer, I just tap on a little bit extra foundation, and it just makes the complexion look so much more even. And right now my skin is extra dry, so my skin just loves this particular Luminous Silk formula. It looks natural, it's not oily, it's not greasy, and it's fairly long lasting. It looks great in photos. It's just as good as a foundation gets. As you can see, it's easy to build and easy to blend. I like to use the blush tones just because I like a little bit of natural color. Sometimes I skip powder blush because I do find that these are a more natural alternative. If you prefer bronzer to blush, then I highly recommend shade 10. This is one of the most popular fluid sheers, and my sister actually taught me to use this one. Sometimes in the summer when I get more tan, I mix this one into my foundation instead of number 7. I personally love the combination of 2 and 5 for blush, so I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones and the apples of my cheekbones just to show you how much radiance and glow the fluid sheer can give you. And I'm going to layer on a little bit extra, more than I normally would wear in real life, just so you can see the effect on camera. Even though the color looks really intense in the glass bottle, it doesn't look nearly as intense on the face, especially when you mix 5 and 2 together. So it gives you a natural flush. So here you can really see the difference because I'm not wearing any fluid sheer as blush, and I am wearing fluid sheer on this side. Again, a mix of 2 and 5. And although I am using the blender brush again, you can feel free to use your fingers if that's what you prefer. That wraps up my take on Armani's Glow Regimen, so I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to visit my blog, RAEviewer.com, for more info. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye!